Ladies and peeps, another week of Mr. Nate Price having to play some Majiks and, I don't know, show us something we don't know or give us some information we don't have. And I sort of feel like this is week 0 where there's going to be just no information. There's going to be no news, no spaghettis, nothing. So no one's allowed to stream except him, so he might as well watch it and go, "It looks terrible. It looks terrible." Or, "It looks wonderful. What can't wait to play. Where's my beta key? I want to play, please." Anyway, I don't know what he's going to say. He was talking about opening his vault. He needs some coins. And that's about it. He said if you want to be in the beta queue, priority access has been completely filled. And it's a first come, first serve basis on who gets in from now on. I'm in, because I'm king of the Majiks. And that's all I'm allowed to say, or I'll get banned. Oh, that's a great start. Lovely graphics. Oh, even better. Anyway, let's go.
Update on the NDA. The NDA is directly related to people's ability to stream, so that's one of those things I'm hoping I'll be able to have some information to let you know about either next week or the week after. Let's see. Store packs. As you can see, my vaults bar is, if that is not all the way full, like 99% of the way full, I'm clicking on it, so I'm assuming it's not completely full, which means that I need to get to another pack. I am 350 gold off. I could open up a common that, puts me over the edge, so we'll kind of see about that right now. Right now we've got 3 quests, and they're not going to be great quests for me to fill with my current card pool, so I might actually, for the first time, wash one of these quests away. I have to decide whether, I don't have any Vraskas, so doing the black or green spells means that building an actual black-green deck is not going to be as easy.
Well, if all he's horny's about is casting, just make a black creature deck. Cast 15 creatures and get the hell out the bloody door, you mug!
Get away with this by building like a Merfolk deck and a Pirate deck or something like that to cast the spells, but I'm not super in. I kind of want to keep this around. I'm more interested in getting rid of the Cog Worker. I just don't have very many artifacts and don't really want to play a deck that's got very many artifacts. So we are going to actually, we're gonna refresh that one. So I have to win a game with the blue-white deck. And the lesson that we learned last week is this means that I have to literally play a deck that is only blue cards and white cards. I can't do anything sweet and fun like I did last time, which is play my Grixis deck to complete my black-blue deck. So
You heard him straight from his mouth. You cannot do anything sweet and fun if you want to play the Majiks. He's doing it. That sounds realistic to me. Authentic Majiks.
I do not have a blue and white deck. This also only gets me 150 coins, but I haven't won a game yet. So with my first win of the day bonus, which is I think 200 gold, I should be able to get my 350 that I need. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off by building this white-blue deck. And I will do that with a little bit of help. So, asked if I can speak slower. I will do my absolute best. I apologize. I am a very fast speaker and a nervous speaker as it is. And you toss me in front of a camera, in front of people who are watching me, and it brings out, shall we say, the best in my wonderful speech patterns. So, I'll do my best, I promise. Always re-roll the 200 gold quests. Well, ironically, JD Phoenix, you bring up a good point. Things like how frequently people refresh quests is something that we actually track. These are the kinds of things that in the game, when people take these actions, it lets us know which quests are good, what people like, and which quests people don't like, which helps us inform how we build quests for what ultimately will end up being the finished product. So you actually bring up a very important point as far as the beta testers go. So please, if you guys don't like the quests, do refresh them as you get them. And if you like them, keep them. It's very useful information for us to have.
Well, you're supposed to do them.
So Azor to the rescue. Sheensai says, no, Azor not to the rescue. I do. This is not going to be a very good blue and white deck, which is unfortunate because this is a win a match blue-white deck. But I think I can build a blue-white skies deck that isn't terrible. I do have a couple copies of Jace, which is fairly useful, and I did have I picked up full copies of Stormfleet Aerialist and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and does blue-white skies sound all right to you guys? Looks like I've got a few people who are definitely on. What is in the do not delete list? God's willing, I'll show you that later. That's my Grixis deck that I use. It's mostly a blue-red deck, but it's splashing for a playset of the hostage takers And it is the deck that I play when I'm actually trying to get my daily win bonuses, because other than Pirates, I don't tend to lose to too many decks with that deck. It's a control deck, which is basically my heart. So I don't like playing aggressive decks, and yet here we are going to build one specifically to complete our daily quest. We've got a few wild cards that we can fill out. So we do have 4 commons, 2 uncommons, and 1 rare. Let's keep an eye on those. If you guys do see a spot where you're like, we should probably have another one of those in the deck, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. So let's see. Favorable wins and storm tables. Yeah, let's just start in blue, because blue is where most of the cards we know are going to go into the deck are coming from. So we're definitely doing those. Definitely doing favorable wins. We should probably go ahead and continue to add in favorable wins. So I'm going to go ahead and redeem my wild cards for favorable wins. There we go. I'm going to want some chart the courses, because I'm going to want some chart the courses. What else do we need as far as flying goes? Let's get our Stormfleet Aerialists in the deck. Slow the Demon asks, how many decks can you have? I have had up to 10 at one point. I actually don't know if there's an upper limit on the number of decks that you can have. I'm sure that there probably is programming-wise somewhere, but a lot is the best answer I can give you right now. So 1 with the win's a good choice. Opt is not too bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and shortcut this. Good idea, Oompa. Let's see. Let's put flying into the search box and start from here. So I will come back to the white cards. I don't feel like looking at those right now. So Kitesail Corsair, another good 2-drop. This will literally never work for Shaper Apprentice. So I do have some commons. Let's put some Kitesail Corsairs in this deck. Okay. And then all of this stuff is expensive. I don't want to play expensive cards. I want to play inexpensive cards. So let's see, 1 with the wind. I do have 2 more. Let's see what else we could put into the game. So once we can see what else we've got in the deck, we need to put more flying. So I don't know if I really want to put one of the winds in a deck where everything's already got flying, but could be wrong. Can there be a quest for alt win conditions? There certainly could be. I don't know if there is right now. I actually haven't seen the full roster of what is in, but yeah, I don't see any reason why there wouldn't be able to. Can you look at cards you don't own? Yes, you can. I think by clicking the card right here, or the wild card menu is kind of the redemption menu for these wild cards. So it shows you the cards that you don't have that you can but that only shows you the ones that you can currently convert one of your wild cards into. So for right now, it won't show me the mythics and it won't show me the commons that I don't have. It's only going to show me the rares and the commons. So if you want to see the cards you actually don't own, under the filters, you can just click on not collected and it shows you everything that's available. So there you go. Sky Marcher Aspirant would have been a fun one, but I'm never going to get to the City's Blessing if I'm building this deck the way that I want it to be built. All right, so I think I'm going to put Kinjali Sunwing in the deck, and I might actually use another Kinjali's, like my rare wild card, to make another Kinjali's Sunwing. Let's see. The Tribal Anthem in white might be sweet too. More copies of Winds. Okay. What about lands? You get them in packs. For basic lands, you have access to unlimited basic lands. For non-basic lands, you'll have to open them in packs, yes. Let's see.
Man, that would be tough. Open your basics to fill out a deck. Also, Kinjali's Bum Bums is great. Superbla Weebs.
Right now, full suite of.
He should also buy 1 Settle the Wreckage with his rare, because that card is the beans.
We could put in the Legion's Landing that we've got, but I'd rather not. Put the Siren Lookouts in. Yeah, we don't have any 3-drops. We might as well, right? Where are you, friend? And I think we still have 2 of the common wild cards, so we'll come back and see if I actually want to use it there. Good old Resplendent Griffin, but I don't have any uncommon wild cards, so we can't use that one right there. Can't get the Siren Reavers either. And poor Azor. Oh, my friend. My good buddy. Let's see. Warkite Marauder will be really nice too. Maybe I could use my 1 wild card to get. Would I rather have the first Warkite Marauder or the second Kinjali Sunwing in my deck that is clearly designed to be racing our opponents? Yeah, Dreamcaller Siren should definitely go in the deck too.
For a split second there, I thought he said it was clearly designed to be racist. Clearly designed to be a racist against pirates.
The flying man for us. I've got no problem with that. MVT thinks second Kinjali. Jason Cass says Warkite Marauder, Kinjali. All right. I've been leaning towards Kinjali. I'm actually going to pick the Sunwing also. So I'm going to go ahead and redeem our wild card.
Should have been Settle the Wreckage. Watch him get swarmed like a Bumblebeach horned.
Two of our cards. I like that it's just got 4 planes. This is basically a mono blue deck. Let's start looking at some more of these tempo cards that can push our opponent's stuff out of the way, or can push through for some extra stuff. Yeah, we're definitely adding some instants at this point. Baffling End is great. I wish I had the ability to put some of those in. What do we want to do as far as this is probably ironically this is probably gonna be more blue stuff. I should really find a way to try to.
This is actually quite useful for seeing the dangers of spunking your wild cards away before you realise what you actually need. Like, he spunked all his uncommons on something that he already had 3 of. Then he's like, oh, I kind of want this other stuff. Yeah, but you should have thought about that, Nick. Or Nate, whatever your name is.
Tempo-y cards, things like Perilous Voyage, things that I can play to push something out of the way. It might just be Perilous Voyage. Curious Obsession. Pass over that. Don't know what that is. Enchant it. Ooh. All right. I've only got 1, and I can't make any more, but I'm putting it in the deck. I like that. That's a good call. Settle the Wreckage looks good. If I get into a spot where Settle the Wreckage is good, I don't want to be playing that game. So I'm going to take that one for now. I don't. Let's see.
Turning down the Settle is
I definitely get why you'd say that, but I also don't want to add. If I can at all avoid it, I'm already going to have hard enough time playing these like white cards that I've got. I'm going to have to mess this mana base up some. I don't want to add a double white card to a deck that is mostly not white. I'm really leaning heavily towards Perilous Voyage. Or
eat my balls, son. Don't come crying to me when you fuck it up.
Actually, just Perilous Voyage. I'm definitely putting those in. So
you didn't take his double E chassis.
I got 4 more cards, guys. Rallying Roar.
Search for his counter.
I have 2 Roars. It's not a bad call. Actually, yeah, let's look at white. Let's see what we've got actually. We're not going to need 24 lands, so I'm definitely playing with these numbers some afterwards. Definitely have Moment of Triumph. We want to push through a little bit. Jace was not a bad idea. So the whole point of this was to be attacked. We're never defending Jace. Jace is more like we get to loot away one of our cards a turn, which might actually be that good. Our creatures are mostly turning sideways. I don't know if Jace is actually even that good. You think 100% Adanto Vanguard? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. White Mass Pump with +2/+2 on Ascend. I don't know if we're ever going to get to Ascend, but it's not a terrible idea. Yeah, poor Radiant Destiny. Never going to actually work for this. Let's see.
You ain't got any anyway.
I'm only going to be looking at things that cost like 3 or less. I don't want to put anything that costs 4 in. So.
Yeah, who needs 4 manas?
Let's see. I mean, I could just play Skyblade of the Legion and have even more 2-drops in this deck, but I'd rather have some spells that do things. So I don't think Sheltering Light's that great because most of the removal spells people are playing, this doesn't actually get around. I mean, maybe do we just play Vampire Zeal and make some big boys? Ixalan Binding, I think it might be a little too expensive. I'm trying really hard to, like, I want on turn 4 my opponents to be so far on the back foot that I could be wrong. Adanto and the Flying Enchantment is hard to deal with. Which Flying Enchantment are you talking about? Crashing Tide, Legion Conquistador, let's see. I mean, I could always put a Legion's Landing in, like, being able to defend on the ground while people go in. Flipping it's not bad. Plus, a little extra mana ramp never hurt anybody. Yeah, do we Moment of Triumph here for the last 2 or 3 cards? Luminous Bonds. Pirates look out Triumph, right? One with the Wind. I'm really not on One with the Wind, unfortunately, with this deck. I think there are better things that I could be doing, but all right, let's take a look. We could Mistcloak Herald.
There are better things we could all be doing than watching this load of old bollocks, but that is the path we have chosen, to be nerds.
Just because oh wait, no, it's uncommon. I can't do that because I don't have any. Ha ha ha! Forget I said anything. Okay. Good old Crashing Tide when I'm not playing any Merfolks. All right, fine. I will put 2 Ixalan's Binding in the deck, and then I will put 1 more of something. Who wants a thing?
We didn't need,
Chart the course is already in all the way. Dive
down.
down's not bad. Like, part of the point is to protect my peoples. So
we didn't need 4 mana, destroy all their creatures, but we do need 4 mana, exile your mum's tits. What a bag.
So I will turn off the automatic land suggestion. We don't need 24. Let's put in the full dive down. So this gives us 22 lands. I think that's fine. What do we have as far as lands go? Man, I wish Sun Summon would be great. What do I want to do as far as lands go? Do I have 1 Glacial Fortress? That's good news. Get in there, Glacial Fortress. Meandering River, which is not great. Although it's not bad, like, because I don't care too much about making it my 3rd land drop. I just really don't want it for my... I'm going to put 2 in. I don't want too many of them. And can I use Unclaimed Territory? I got a lot of pirates here. It doesn't help me with my... It doesn't help me with my white cards, though, so I don't know how great it actually is. I think this is fine. What do you guys think? Field of Ruin? Yeah, Field of Ruins might not be a bad idea. I don't like playing it as much just because I really want to make sure that I hit my early drops, and I'm running light on lands, but especially with a deck like this, if I was playing a slower deck, I'd definitely put it in because there are a couple lands you just cannot deal with. And all right, let's give it a whirl. Save and exit. It does not get a cool name. It has to prove that it earned a cool name. So first things first, let's go battle our opponents. Play ranked best of 1. I choose you. All right, blue-white deck, show me what you got. Yeah, field is really, really good against some of the lands. Like I've run into so many matches playing with my Grixis control deck where if I don't draw the land, I can't beat Adantos Landing. It's just the game takes forever, and eventually I either settle the wreckage, or not settle the wreckage. I either Pirate Clasm their entire board away and a turn, or I lose. So, and even then, it's not always even if I do get it to go away, it's not always the best. So this is a hand. This is a Sneep, if ever there was a Sneep. It's called Do Not Delete because I deleted a whole bunch of my decks today, and I wanted to make sure I remember which of the ones I wasn't supposed to delete. It actually comes from the old school tradition of naming decks in Extended after cereals, and I don't know if you've had it before, but the delicious cereal of Do Not Delete is it's a good one. Raging Swordtooth. Sorry, buddy, you're not going to do too much against this favorable winds. All right, Storm Tamer ahoy. Combat. I will attack with all. And then raid. If I can draw 1 more land next turn, being able to Storm Tamer into favorable winds. Oh. Alright, so I need to make sure that I get the favorable winds in before he blows my things up, but I think I'm just going to attack everybody and play another Stormford Aerialist. So combat, all attack, 2 attackers. I'm not gonna gamble on a chart the course yet. I'll be able to do that in future turns. So for right now, we're just attacking our opponent's deck.
Doesn't look bad.
Next turn we get 2 Storm Tamer favorable winds and bash our opponent in for a significant amount of damage. Half our opponent's life total, put him on lethal. All right, well, fair enough. It's awfully rude. Okay, cool. I need 2 favorable winds now, so it's favorable winds and attack with all of our creatures. Still have our opponent on a 2-turn clock with the board sitting as it is, and we get to play around a little bit more with our cards, lands next turn that we've got the lead in this current spot. So we'll chart the course on the next turn. Go get your land. Yeah, this is why I don't like this card. All right, Combat, all attack. Bash our opponent's face in. Now we'll chart the course, see what we end up with. Okay, cool. I'll put that down. I don't think there's any way for... Oh, we do have a favorable win, so we have lethal next turn if our opponent doesn't kill us. Or kill one of our creatures.
To be fair, that went as perfectly as he could have wished.
Can you talk? Boo. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Uh-oh, gain life. So your
not
rampage
hitting that
attack.
third land for a little while is a problem. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. Well, things were good for a little while.
Things are fine, and then planies.
Look, it shows up right at the very end just to taunt us. You're too...
Things are fine when you're building your 2/2s, but planies. Come on, son. You know that there's planies.
Play 2 creatures this turn. I mean, we're definitely not dead.
Also, who needs to settle the wreckage? Yeah? They're never doing any attacks.
Alright, cool. Let's see. What were my quests again? They were win with this deck, play black and green stuff, which we're not doing, and play creatures. So let's drop some creatures into play. Play that one. Play that one. Play that one. And then concede.
That's cheating.
It's not cheating. It's perfectly reasonable to play a bunch of one-drop creatures and then concede to our opponent. Alright. Play it again.
Tut tut tuts. Nobody thinks they need to settle the wreckage until they need to settle the wreckage.
Yeah, not having a...
Just like not needing languish is just the folly of a maniac.
Of getting going. Oh man, this hand is real slow. Ugh. Actually... I'll leave this up to you guys. I would entertain either way. Do you guys want to keep this hand or do you want to throw it away? It's very slow. Yeah, Skeptical Head is correct. Oh, even you guys are split about it. That makes things a lot easier for me. All right, I'm going
Mollyblaps.
I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to mulligan. So come on, Twitch chat. You guys are supposed to know everything. Stop being indecisive. Wanulu says if you cycle one of your quests, you get a new one right away. You do. I actually just demonstrated that at the beginning of the stream. So, this isn't bad. Like, I'm fine running Storm Tamer into Obsession. So, yeah. All right. I'd rather do it on the Corsair. Maybe I'll hold it for the Corsair. We'll keep this one, though. All right. So, Island on top with this hand. Let's do that. So let's start off with a Storm Tamer, and then we can draw another land and play a Corsair on the next turn. See what our opponent's doing. Hopefully they're playing Merfolk, and we'll just outrace them. Uh-oh. That's not Merfolk. Alright, combat, all attack. And I'll play a Corsair, and then I'll be able to put a Curious Obsession on the Corsair and leave mana open for the Storm Tamer on my next turn. Okay, so let's put that into play. Let's put a Curious Obsession on my Quetzal Corsair. And then attack with everyone. I would like to draw a card. Thank you very much for asking me, MTG Arena. You're the best. I did scry because of the mulligan. Yes, Pop Shiro. Mulliganed into a hand that allowed me to do things that have value prior to turn 3, which I'm very happy to do when most of my deck is 1s and 2s. Just mostly 2s. No, I will. I appreciate your offer, sir, but I will decline. Alright, so I think this turn I'm going to play this, battle, Corsair, chart a course. So I would like to draw a card. Ooh, I lied. I'm going to end combat. I'm going to Siren's Lookout and keep the dive down mana open. All right, let's explore. We see an island. Yay, hooray. Let's see. Was Ixalan designed with things in right? No, actually. Ixalan was in design for a long time prior to this being... All right, so at the beginning of my upkeep, Or they're upkeep. The city's blessing. It is. All right, it's Dark Confidant. Gotcha. Cool. It flies though. It's kind of gross. All right. Yeah.
Interesting sound effect.
Opponent's turn still. I will not block. I appreciate the fact. All right, so I have 2 dive downs now. That's good news. Yeah, I've got that. All right, what to do here? Battle in doesn't seem great. I probably should have kept that land to be able to just chart a course. Drains life from me. Oh, that's even worse. Wow. And the gain life. That card's good. And I have no answer to it right now. I'm just gonna have to chart the course. I could bash in, which doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna chart with the correct mana that I actually want to spend. Chart the course. What do we see? Draw 2 cards. Discard this. And now I guess Legion's Landing isn't that bad. I mean, he can't attack with his creatures at all, so I don't care. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. I mean, as it is right now, I need to get more things on the table, just in case he does kill one of them. Oh, it sacrifices. Man, I'm so dumb. Didn't even read that. So I guess I did need to attack there. That's what it does. That's a beating. All right. I wasn't getting through at the time, but that's fine. I mean, basically at that point, it was trading it in play when it's not doing anything for the dive down that's in my hand. Not as bad as it could have been. Oh, and that's why the Perilous Voyage is in the deck. Okay. Let's go ahead and push this guy out of the way. Out of here. Out of here, friend. Combat, attack, all attack. 4 attackers. That turns into an Adonto, which is great for us. That was good. All right, cool. Well, opponent's at 6. We're going to be able to have an Adonto, and we've got enough toughness on the board that we can definitely push through with a dive down. That was a good tempo play. That guy costs a lot of mana, too, so I'll take it. What is this deck? My deck or my opponent's deck? Looks like a Revel combo deck, or maybe they're just using it for value. I don't know. Currently have 6 on the table. I will dive down, targeting the same creature.
Looks like the man's brown breads.
Now we see. Now we play the waiting. Hey, victory! We achieved our goal of winning a game with a blue-white deck. Hooray us! And ooh, new tier, beginner 1. I'm a beginner 1. So we got more Sailor of Means to fill out our collection, which is sweet. Which is good. I mean, Sailor Means is pretty key in my other deck. So we get our gold for the Azorius Justice, and plus a 200 for our win gives us 1,000, which means we can go, oops, to store.
Ooh, hold your bum cheeks.
Get ourselves pack real fast. And now let's open this pack. Oh man, I should have gotten myself. That was a mistake on my part. I think I should have gotten. I don't. You can should have got myself a Rivals of Ixalan pack down here. I chose not to do that. For I am but a fool. All right, plus 4.2% progress. That should get me there. What did I get also? Wake of the Wild. That's kind of cool. Let's open our vaults. Show all of the wild cards. Woo! So this is what you get every time you open a vault. Your vault progress, in case you guys have not caught up on things in the previous week. When you open booster packs, you get progress towards the vault. When you get extra cards, like your 5th card of a particular kind that you've already got 4 of, it adds progress to the vault. And once the vault fills up, you open it up, and this is exactly what you get. You get a mythic wild card, a rare wild card, 2 uncommons, and 4 commons. So now we got some stuff. And we actually even have a little bit of progress towards our next one, which is sweet, which I would expect given that we were completely full going into today. All right, so now we've got some quests to fill. Got to make some more creature spells, some black or green spells.
That actually seems really... Well, depending on how often the vault can be filled up, it does seem like people who grind their balls off to play Magiques and end up with 4 of everything could make the most out of that, especially if it's 2 months, 3 months between sets release. I don't think that's that bad.
do you guys want me to build another deck? Do you want to take a run at things with the Do Not Delete deck that people were asking questions about? How the wild cards work? There's a couple different ways it could work, and I can show you one way or another what ends up happening. Let's see. When will you be able to play stream MTG? You know what? I'll tell you this much. If you tune in to this exact stream, either next week or the week after, I'll be able to give you more information about that. I hope. So I don't have any Vraskas. I'm sorry. Play the Grixis. Make a walker. I don't know if I want to make a walker right now. Like, I could make a Vraska. I don't have one yet, and I'll probably want to get a Vraska at some point because Vraska fits into exactly the kinds of decks I like to play. Yeah, I'll go craft a card real fast just so that you can see how it happened. No, I don't want to do that. Sorry, back out. Decks. Discard and exit the blank deck. Let's go to our collection. So, how long does the vault meter take to fill up? It depends on how much you play. We're definitely starting from like the longer side of things, I think, right now. The whole point is to give people an opportunity to test things like this and provide us the feedback on the economy. You guys have been great.
Well, you can do some basic mathematics. 1,000 coins for a pack, which you get, what, 50 coins for a win. I think he said 200 for a daily for your first win of the day. Then some daily quests, which is another 200. He opened that pack and it opened 4% of the vault. So you figure that bullshit out.
Great about this, by the way. I meant to mention this last time, but we've changed a lot within the game and fixed a lot of bugs that the community's helped identify. Like little things like, I even took notes specifically about things that we'd fixed. Like the... We've instituted a 250 card max deck size now because a bunch of intrepid souls out there in our testing community decided to submit massive decks to show us what the kinds of problems around that were. So we've got a 250 max deck size for now, thanks to that. Did a bunch of redesigns of how things look in play because people felt like it was confusing, and have gotten a lot of good feedback on individual components of the game. People have also pointed out a lot of bugs. So every time I get on, I'm going to keep saying this for the dev teams. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. And things like the economy functions, like how long it takes you to get a pack, the gold for a pack, how frequently you feel like you're getting cards. Like we know that it's kind of this rough dynamic where because so many of the rewards that players are getting are doled out over time. Like you get them for wins and you get them at certain milestones throughout the week. Just to clarify, I know saw somebody asked this earlier too. Your weekly rewards, the way that it works is you just start tallying starting on Monday the number of wins that you get over the course of the week, and as you hit the milestones, you get the win rewards for that week. That's what your weekly bonus is, and then at the end of the week, when it gets to Monday, it refreshes, so you start the counter over again, basically. But there's a whole bunch of doled out rewards over time, and it's really incremental, and it has less of a visceral good feeling necessarily than getting a lot of things all at once. And so it's tough to kind of balance the ways that we're giving people cards with the ways that they want to be like viscerally rewarded, I guess. And so you guys have done a great job of making sure that we are getting your feedback on that. And as we continue to let people into the game, like remember, appreciate all of you guys who've borne with us for the fact that this is like a testing process. It's beta, and you guys have done a wonderful job of letting us know what's going on, keeping patience with us, and being very communicative, and the devs super appreciate it. So let's see. Any date when Draft will be implemented? Ideas, but none that we can say right now. But we would hopefully have some information for you guys soon. I can tell you that on Friday I tested it in its current incarnation for the first time, which is super sweet, and I had fun. So let's go ahead and turn that. I'll turn this mythic into a Vraska real fast so that the person who asked how they work can see. Vraska Relic Seeker. Literally, all you've got to do is there's a couple ways to see them. You can either click on the button right here that looks like the wildcard symbol, and it will show you not only the wild cards that you got, but any cards that you could craft with said wild card. Or you can click on the filters and have it show you your not collected cards. So I'm going to take it into Vraska, and all you have to do at this point, like clicking over here, doesn't really do anything. So you click on the card you want to make. Redeem wild card. I would like to turn it into Vraska Relic Seeker. Thank you very much for asking. That's very kind. And now I have a Rask in my collection. So that's how those are redeemed. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff to continue to push through, like in terms of like incorporating community feedback and polishing stuff up. So don't worry, guys. Let's see. All right, so we've got about 30 minutes left. Do you guys want to run the Grixis deck again, or do you want, or sorry, the Grixis deck? Do you want to build a new deck with the cards we've got right now? So I'll leave it up to you guys. I personally, I don't care either way. Like, I have a lot of fun playing that other deck, but building decks is kind of fun too. So I'll let you guys make your decisions. There's a lot of questions about draft, lots of questions about when things are going to be released, and I will tell you when we have the ability to. So it looks like you guys want to do black, green. All right, we'll do black, green. That's fine. Rask is bugged. Yeah, this is actually, it's one of the ones that we've identified recently, like especially in these minor things, like it bunches up a little bit, but that is, it's on the list. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and start a new, I guess we'll build a new deck. You guys want to build a black, green deck? Let's do this. All right, let's take a black.
All right, because my codec thingy, my jigs, explodes every time it hits about 40 minutes, I'm going to cut the recording here and upload the second half in an hour or so. So you can probably watch both of them. It's probably going to just be him playing this deck and then saying it in 2 weeks, I'll tell you something about draft. Bibbidi-bibbs, I don't know. This is the, yeah, if you want to watch some Magic's Arena footage, this is it. If not, shit on your balls.